Good morning and welcome to Nora's Dog Training Company. We're here this morning with Godiva and Brandy, and what we're going to be demonstrating for you today on video is Godiva's ability to understand and respond to her formal on-leash obedience commands. The little tiny corrections and lots of motivations that we give the puppies when we're working with them, and the training equipment that we're using. Brandy is using a regular 6-foot web training leash. She keeps the bulk of the leash folded neatly in her right hand. That leaves her left hand free to give any correction that's needed, and the only correction that we give is a tiny tug and release on the training collar. That is the second piece of equipment that we're using. Godiva is going to come home with her very own training equipment, and you're going to be taught how to use that properly during your follow-up training session. Now, if you notice, she is sitting very nicely at Brandy's left, which is where all of our obedience training is done. And the first exercise that we're going to demonstrate for you is heeling. The command is Godiva heel, and at this point, she has a job to do. That is to maintain pace with Brandy when walking, not forging ahead or lagging behind, but always keeping her eye on your left leg and walking nicely with you, head up. And when you stop your feet, she has been taught to sit and wait for her next command. So when you're walking her down the street and you stop to cross traffic or talk to someone on the street, she should be sitting nicely under control at your left like a lady waiting for her next command. If Brandy speeds up, she should do the same. If you slow down, she should do the same. And when you stop, she sits. Now the next command that Brandy's going to demonstrate is the sit-stay. The stay is a hand and a voice command, and because it is a stationary exercise, it is a one-word command. The long sit-stay you can practice right in your house. It's for 30 seconds, and you're going to slowly work up to a 3-minute long sit-stay. When Brandy returns back to her, she walks counterclockwise all the way back to her shoulders. She stops at her shoulders because then Godiva expects to get another command. Brandy heeled with her again, but there are other commands that you can give from that position. Good, set. She's staring at me with the camera. She has no clue what's going on. Brandy leaves her in another sit, stay. She walks all the way out to the end of her 6-foot training leash. And this time she's going to use her name, she's going to use a happy voice, and she's going to demonstrate the come on command. And Godiva has been taught to come and sit. That was slow, but she did it. So no coming and jumping. When she comes, she's to come and sit and wait for praise. If she's attempting to jump on you, you do not give her attention. Brandy leaves her in another sit-stay. She backs up and makes her hold it for a minute. This is teaching self-control. And then she uses her name to call her in. Coming is always a happy command, and she always gets praised for a good job when she comes and sits. It's been so long that we've had sun that I don't know how to video with sun in my eyes. Such a beautiful day, finally. Now the next commands that we're going to be demonstrating for you are her series of down commands. So with her seated at your left, this is the down from a heel position. You take your left open palm, push it straight down toward the ground, and give the one-word command to down and stay. Your long down stay, again, can be practiced right in your living room. Work up to 5-minute long down stay. When Brandy returns back to her, she walks all the way around her just as she did on the sit-stay. She stops at her shoulders, and Godiva expects to get another command, and Brandy heels her out of that. Now, she could have given her another stay, you know, anything that she wanted at that point, but she has to tell Godiva what she's going to do next. Left open palm, straight down toward the ground, the one-word command to down and stay. And this time she's going to call her out of that down. I think we wore her out with practice before the video. And that's one thing about obedience training, when you get the hang of doing this with her, this will wear her out faster than a half an hour of throwing the ball. Just practicing obedience. And the very last command that we're going to demonstrate for you is the down from a distance. So always have her seated first. Brandy leaves her in a stay. She turns to face her. She's going to use her right hand to give the command and drop her into a down and then back all the way up. Now we have demonstrated for you all of her formal on-leash obedience commands. I have a packet of information that I will go over with you tomorrow when you come. Fred will be teaching your lesson with her. He's done a lot of work with her as well. We've enjoyed having her. She's super, super delicious girl. We want to thank you for choosing Nora's Dog Training Company, and we will see you very soon.